It's serious drumming going on here. I mean, so if you see fireworks behind me, it means Santa's coming. They always do this parade like in November in Chicago, when they Santa and Mickey and all of them, and just the beginning of winter season type thing celebration. Okay, but I do hear the drums. Yeah, I see grass, tall grass. You as a little girl, you're probably around 5, running in the white dress, just white dress, bare feet. Interesting, very prolonged head, blonde hair, big, like, it's like a Rembrandt kind of painting. Face, very thin nose, long, huge turquoise eyes. And I see you kind of run and then you lay down on the grass and you connect to nature. You look at the little. They look like bugs, but they're not like the bugs we used to see. Some of them I see like a pink ladybugs with purple wings on top, and they have like it's like a shape like a heart or something like this, and it does have spots, but they look different. They're like misshaped hearts, something. Um, so basically, that's how you learn about nature. This is a different planet for sure. It has two suns rising. One on the left is blue. Another one is our sun, the solar system sun that you see. It's right behind the solar system, this planet. Um, I see your mother sitting there. Your mother has some strange cord around her head, energetic one. When I look at her energetically, it's an implant in her head for sure. And I see in front of you, it's like in the grass, I see you're looking at one little, looks like an ant, but he's got the blue hair. A really funny looking thingy, with a smiley face. Um, kind of like light gray, with blue hairs on top, on the back. And when he smiled at you, you connected to him by smiling back at him. He grew into, all of a sudden, he grew into the tall, like the draw Arcturians. Like he became this Arcturian man figure. He looks nice, beautiful. And then he turns into an Arcturian woman figure. And you're a little bit surprised how he does it. And you say, wow, you're connecting to nature to learn about the nature. And that's how you do it on this planet. I can mutate into other forms and I can show you how to do it. We have a school, we teach kids like you to do it. Do you want to take a look? Do you want to go with me on a tour? And you look at your mother and she's kind of like distracted looking at the birds. And you say, well, if it's short time, yes, I can. I will. It's interesting because in parallel, I also see like you're a scientist in the universe and you're this tall figure, bald head, but you have a suit on. The suit is blue and I see some logo on it in gold and yellow. And you develop some projectors as light projectors and reflectors of light for the planets. I don't know what it is all about, but I see like two at the same time. But I feel like this one is an important one that you're showing me. And he tells you, the only thing, if you want to go with me into my world and become as little as me when you first saw me, you have to drink something. It gives you a glass. Let's get some, he has some yellow, looks like an orange juice kind of fluid, but I have a feeling it's not a good thing. Um, you actually take like a little sip of it because you're curious. He says it's sweet. It's just like the water on the flowers, on the petals that you drink with your mother when you're thirsty, but it's much sweeter than that. And and all of a sudden, he, yeah, when you drink it, it's like you give him a permission and the access to your energy sphere, to your soul's essence. And and like I see you at some platform. It's a metal platform in space. It is connected to a large spaceship. It's composed of different, like, elongated capsules that are connected to each other. I feel like there are four of them, and they're connected through the tunnel, interconnected that way. And that particular metallic base, it's just like hanging in space, right underneath the spaceship, as if it was holding it was energetically or magnetically, by creating some electromagnetic field underneath. And it has like slight fence, and you're standing there like onto the fence, like observation deck, and looking in the space and like fascinated. Oh wow, like it looks so amazing, all these portals and colors and space energies connecting and disconnecting and merging and forming little tiny dots, which will be stars. And he tells you, well, you could try our equipment. There are different interesting things you can experience. If you want, you can turn into a bird, let's say. Just go into this container thing. Like it looks exactly like at the zoo, that like they have this wind machine when it opens the doors and you walk in and it closes it, and you pay and the wind goes on crazy stuff. But it kind of looks like that capsule, and you walk in it because you're curious. He said, well, I can take you to the bird planet and you can be one of them. Would you like to pretend you're one of them and see how they live? And you, well, yeah. So you turn into this big, giant, bright green and blue bird, and all of a sudden you're at this planet with him. I think he took you through some portal system because I see you move and there's like a swirl of energy there, and it's connected to the platform. And I feel like partially he uses your energy for even to use this portal with you. Like you are the main engine for him, that he's actually attached to you, not you attached to him. And I see you like living for a day in our terms on that planet as a bird, and you are curious and like it. And then he gets you back. You go into that machine and you turn back into a little girl again. And yeah, and he says, well, then you kind of took that test. You were very strong and very curious, and I'm proud of you. And you could actually do it. It's amazing. Would you like to work with us? That's he reads off of your essence that you are a scientist in a lot of lives in space, different galaxies, yeah, like, and actually the interesting thing that I feel like you've been on Arcturus a lot, and that's why he turned into this Arcturian looking being from an ant to kind of build this trust connection with you because you remember yourself as an Arcturian also. And he says, well, you can work with us as you work in a group on Arcturus as a group of scientists, and you can shapeshift into different form and live a life and help us see through you and understand how those beings live and learn through you, and you can learn first and share with us the information. And in reality, they're just like insectoids. They really are. They're like ants. They have something of a bee in them. You know, like those black, ugly bees that bite, the kind of like that. Some of them have wings, this one doesn't. And he just like, you agreed. You just agreed because you're curious and because it was so easy for you to be that bird and you were excited to fly and be different. So you thought they would be the same, but it sucked you in into two lives. This is your second life on Earth. Um, he just like made you incarnate your essence. I'm trying to understand what he did was so he split you was into three parts because he said that container body that you're going on this mission. He put it like for you it's like your superhero going on a mission in a way to help them learn about some civilization on a beautiful planet called Earth. And he puts you into this another capsule container like that. And I see it's almost like beams of light split you into three pieces, like one, two, and three. And the middle piece separates and they extract it. It's almost like a device, like a suction device. And I see it's like it creates a little bubble. And those two other ones kind of form bubbles also. But they remain in the container. They never leave it. They at the lab, at the spaceship, because they put it inside at the laboratory where they have a lot of those. And that part of you, the third part of you, goes to Earth and incarnates in a male body. Marcus, little boy. I think it's Spain. I see the hills. I see the sea. It's Spain. He speaks Spanish. Um, it's actually a pretty nice life because it's like you and your brother, Oliver or something like this. His name, but the mother calls him Ollie, and you're very good friends with him. You're actually twins, and the twin is totally. He is like from them. The soul is on the same. His parts of his soul also on that ship, incarnated through the same systems through those insectoids. Um, but everything is like nice. It's like you're living on the house. It's like a beautiful hill with the house, and you go to the beach every day, and it's like your life like that. And then you grow up and you just raise, like I see you raising vegetables and selling them at the open market, and you just like it. You just like it's simple life, but you're connected to nature and you have a lot of time to spend on the beach and you collect shells and you have this little daughter in that life. The only complication in that life is that something happens that the mother leaves you, this daughter, when she's like 2 or 3, and you raise her by herself, and she's your best friend, and she loves you so much. And I see how she brings you her your grandchildren, and you play with those little boy and the girl that she had, and it's like, and you just die of 91 year old. You're done. I hear you say to yourself, it was a beautiful life. It was nice. I really, I'm sorry, it's my son playing games probably. Um, yeah, and you just go. You just decide to leave, and I see you coming from your out from your mouth. They didn't implant you back then. The only thing that you had, it was that thing in your stomach. It's almost like that yellow liquid that you drank. It turned green for some reason inside your stomach, and it got encapsulated into green fluid. And the green fluid has something inside that is moving. It's almost like the eggs of some insectoid that I feel like something is, I want to say the word cooking, I don't know why. Just something is maturing in there, something is growing, something is ready to get developed based on your energies, by using your energies, and come out. And that's how you go out of that body into the other life. The other life is this life as you are here. And the capsules ruptures because it's like it has a certain parameters and the size. And as those eggs mature and grow in size, it's the capsules grows, and it can grow until only certain size and ruptures, and they go into colon, and that's what creates the abnormality, because they get attached. They're like parasites. They attach to the side, to the mucus of the colon, and they like parasite there. They create like a colony. That's what I see, like a colony, like a cluster of those green kind of spider or insectoid type form, little tiny things. I look at them and they look like dots unless I zoom in and see like little legs that they have like bugs. Um, that's when he starts. See, he wanted you to start trusting him in these incarnations. That's why the first life was so easy. But he didn't pull you onto the spaceship in between lives. He made you incarnate straight away, right from that life to this one, the present one. And he does put sensory color on you. It looks like it looks like a tube with the lights or like energy going through it. And it has clippers or something. It has to stay certain way because it has to be it catches it catches on the frequency that you have, and it kind of disrupts, like if your body frequency is high, it wouldn't the color would not let it go into your head, let's say. Or if you have positive thoughts and you have to, let's say, create your uncreate something in your body or heal your body or change it one way or another, those frequencies of healing as an impulse from your head, like, and connection into the chest where the soul body connection is, it would not let it go through. So it's like a mini portal in your body that he created to what your subconscious said, to make you choke through the life and choke your feelings, choke on your emotions, bottle them up all either in your head or in your lower body so you can't make them move and get rid of them in the way that it's normally happening. On top of this, artificially, the chakras look like bolts. I see them from the back of your body, from the like the spinal cord goes. I see 7 of them, and they're like inserted into the spinal cord, going into the head. Look like little metallic bolts, literally. And so that was this. That's basically it. And he's learning from you. By the way, you have the same exact thing your mother had on the planet on the hand. You have like a ring. It's similar to that color on your neck, but it's a slightly different. I see it in the red, glowing color. Um, but that on the head is more like red and purple. Blend in. It's the frequency. It's the energy. It's the he he wanted to create the flow of low vibrational thoughts and emotions of fear, anger, sometimes rage, even inside that you would suppress. Mm, questioning thoughts like I didn't deserve it. Why that happened to me? Why was I born in this family, in this situation? Things like that. That they would all. These are thoughts artificially created and designed by this by the technology that they inserted into you. So I see this main the I'll call him Ant. You froze him. You put him in this big glass with the cap on, tight on top. He's standing right in front of you in the energy sphere, and you took off the ring off your head. You're taking out the metallic bolts looking things that project, or they almost like they project around the field like a plug for each section of your body to plug it to preserve the energy that belongs to in its slightly different frequency energy, for them actually to take it from you at different times. Whenever the container is filled up with that energy, they will just like empty it and pull it back, almost like drawers of the dresser, I see. And you took those out. You open like a portal, but not like a portal door, but more like a garbage chute almost with the black hole attached to it. You put those metallic ones, the one from the head, and you're detaching right now. Here you go, you detached it. It's got like little light bulbs sticking out from inside of that collar. It's something about that they would release. It's like they would send the impulse like the microwaves into your thyroid to produce, to make your to make you produce different hormones, either in low quantities or too high of quantities, to create disbalance also in the physical body. So you took it off, you throwing it out in the same chute, and you're actually cleansing this colony of those bugs who kind of start spreading colon everywhere, digestive system even going up and going down, and mm, so you suck them in. You created like a tube with the bag attached to it, like a mini vacuum type thing, and you just insert inside your energy body and going inside each and every organ to cleanse, to catch anything that is in you. Also, there's some particles going on. Ah, I know what it is. It's like that capsule that exploded inside of here. There's still little particles from it kind of circulating in the stomach area. So you're sucking those into to cleanse. It all got into the bag. It got filled up. She opening the same portal door, putting it in, closing it. So I don't see any blicks of light anymore around you that I saw before. They were produced by those implants. And you want to cleanse your 634 strands of DNA. You know, they twisted them in a funny way. I mean, this ant beings. It's kind of like strange that they tightened them up. The strands, how they go. They tighten them up so they cannot produce, they cannot illuminate, I would say, the energy information. They cannot produce the informational field for you to be able to access your own information from your own soul's essence. And you're like making them untight, you're releasing them, so you actually can. And I mean, I do know you, like, for sure. It keeps coming to me that I know you from, because I've seen you before as a scientist, because I'm also a scientist, and uh, in some on some of the missions that we've done from Sirius, exploring different galaxies. Like, but you say I'm more like technical support, and and also how to connect and blend um, different technologies, but it's not what we think in terms of technologies. There's no AI involved. It's only built on the consciousness, how to improve the life of a planet or species on the planet by trying to integrate some more knowledge into their consciousness, so they progress faster, therefore they become more conscious, they go into the next stage or next density um, in progression. So that's what you're doing. By there's also some technology that you're involved into, but it's more like siphoning the natural light from the natural sun to the parts of the planet that is in the shade, and how to spread it out evenly, things like that, what you do. But that's what Arcturians do. I mean, they have like a lot of technological advances there, and you're part of it. So I understand. Mm. He also tell me, "Hey, I know you. You were a bird too on one of the planets." Funny. So there's no contract there. Yet again, no contract. But you go back to where he asked you, would you like to go to a different planet? It's so fun, it's so beautiful. And this time you say, no, I don't want to go. I refuse. I want to go back to my planet. And I'm going to go by myself. I don't trust you taking me back. I know how to do it. I'll just focus inside myself and teleport, create a picture of my planet that is in my heart, reflected. Focus all my intention and focus of my energy on it. And now I'm there with my mother again. And I'll tell my mother that you implanted her with the same implant I had on my hand so she could take it off. And that very moment you say that, I see you already there. I see it's almost like the containers with two parts of you with two balls. And they're like get like shh, disperse in space and then reconfigure and connect to you again. Like very interesting, like parts of the magnet connected to your the other part of you back together again. And you were happy it happened. And you reversed everything and undid everything that was done. You're also telling your brother from the first life in Spain that he can do the same. He was incarnated from the same ship by the same beings. He can set himself free. And also you say let's spread the information to others who are at their lab being manipulated. All the consciousness is stuck in the containers that they keep them in. Let's give them information. I see how the information flies and they just get out of the capsules. Most of them, there's only 3% left. I think they're just not ready. Consciousness level is too low to set themselves free. But, and then you create just like a big whirlpool of energy. It's a bright, like blue energy. And you just stand in the middle. And it's supposed to, you program it to absorb all the traumas, all the thoughts, all the negative thoughts, and everything that doesn't belong to you because it doesn't. It was created by the implants and inserted into you, and it was circulating like miniature hurricanes in your mental, emotional bodies, creating this constant circuit of thoughts nonstop and emotions paired up, coupled up with them. Um, it almost looks like eight that goes out, like connects, creates more eights. Because they wanted you to be in this constant low vibration of thoughts and being angry first of all with yourself and was the whole situation was others and was how the life went, how you were put in different situations that definitely didn't deserve because that was his creation according to his ideas how to make you miserable. So you just understand your conscious and subconscious parts. Both of them understand that now, and that you just cleanse yourself in that whirlpool of energy. And you're clean. I just see you. You're perfectly clean. And your energy sphere now is different color from what I saw before. It's more like turquoise. It's white light with turquoise aura kind of around it. So blue turquoise color. Um, so you're clean. If you want to ask those questions you wanted to ask, I can turn the recording and we can do second video for you only with those questions.
Okay.
Want? Okay, let me see.